Yeah, we in there.
Boys.
Absolutely.
Cowboys Raw Uncut. Cowboys Raw Uncut.
Yeah, we got a little late
Cowboys
start
Raw
today, y'all,
Uncut.
but thank y'all for tuning in to
Cowboys Raw
Cowboys Raw
Uncut.
Uncut. Once
Cowboys
again,
Raw
it's the crew.
Uncut. Cowboys
OG,
Raw
we got
Uncut.
Slick, we got
Cowboys
Terry,
Raw
we got
Uncut.
Steve-O.
Cowboys Raw
We in
Uncut.
here.
Cowboys Raw Uncut. Cowboys Raw Uncut.
Yo,
Cowboys
yo,
Raw
yo.
Uncut. Cowboys Raw
Mm,
Uncut.
mm, mm. Mm-hmm. That's some niggas be calling me and Madden.
Yo, 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 yo.
What up, fellas?
Man, what's up, crew? We back in it,
What
man.
up, what
Back,
up, what up? What's happening?
back in it. Hey, man, let me share something with y'all real quick. This is probably how the whole fan base is thinking right now. This is probably how the whole Cowboy fan base, Cowboy Nation. This is kind of how we feeling. If we were to put it in a song, this is how we feeling, fellas. Let me know if y'all agree or not. Let me know if y'all agree or not. Yeah, let me know if y'all agree or not, fellas. Are we tired of being stepped on, man? Are we tired of being stepped on?
Sick and tired of being sick and tired of being stepped on.
Sick and tired.
Yeah, man. We tired of
Man.
being stepped on, man, as a fan base. So
By our own
before
team, man.
by
We've
our
been stepped
own
on by our own
team.
team.
Yeah, it's an abusive relationship. But
Yeah.
Very abusive. Horribly abusive.
let's listen to a little sound, man, from CD. And let's see if it gets our see what confidence level it puts us in after listening to CD, man. Let's see. Get that CD sound on.
First things first, how's the ankle? Are you complimented with ankle? Yeah, ankle's cool. It was sore yesterday, so yeah.
Live reaction from the crew.
And them boys physical, big and tall. Obviously you got guys like Kyle Hamilton, you got Marlon, Eddie Jackson. You got a lot of experience. Guys who know what they're doing back there, and they play well together.
It's only 2 games, but does this start remind you a little bit of where the offense was early last season? Kind of some of the issues you just needed to smooth out and you got better as the season went along?
Last year is last year for sure. But I will say throughout the year, we do have a tendency of getting better. We set the bar for ourselves, obviously, see how we compete versus other people, and then, we make adjustments. But I will say we can definitely look forward to making more adjustments this year.
What's the urgency level after not only the way you got beat, but the way you played?
I mean, we lost, regardless of how you put it. The urgency has always been there. It's not so much antsy and everybody scrambling around here. No, that's not the thing. But we get it that we had a pretty bad performance and things that were in our control, that we could have, made better decisions here or there. But obviously we know the situation at hand. We got to capitalize.
CD, we're seeing a lot more than 2 high in the NFL these days than last year, too.
Yeah.
What do you think that is, and how is an offense?
You got too many nice receivers. Point blank, period. Too many nice receivers. Plenty of ways of disguising. And your skill position is different ways of getting guys open. So obviously you want to stop that. Had a run going on, get the run going a little bit, and if you can't stop the run, then you're just going to keep out of the ball.
CD, Mike had talked yesterday about how he felt
last Sunday. What's the accountability process you see inside the locker?
I mean, we all grown men and we all professionals. We all know what we were lacking, where, what area, and then what happened with what were the repercussions for us lacking in that situation. So, yeah, everybody holds themselves to a higher standard. And then, I mean, everybody falls guilty for letting the play go, if you will. But last week it was put on display. I mean, everybody that did got exposed, So they had their way with us, and it's all on how we're gonna bounce back.
And you talk about reestablishing your home field dominance. One thing that was
Man,
big last 2
we
years.
lost 2 games at home in like how many years? You know how many years?
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah, you got 16-game home winning streak.
All right, we'll be perfectly fine. We'll be perfectly fine.
Okay.
How is your connection with Dak? I think there was some miscommunication that was discussed on that one missed throw.
Yeah, absolutely. Just kind of going over training camp things, training camp rules, things that we could have exited a long time ago. But obviously, having those conversations are always great conversations, and that's going to be the first thing that I go to as soon as we get on the sideline. Completion. Like, what were you thinking? What were you feeling? What do you think I was doing? It's all about getting on the same page as your quarterback, as being a receiver. So for me, it's just making sure that I'm available for him, and whatever I got to do to be open, I'm going to do that. And whatever I got to do to get the reception, get us on the board, I'm going to do that.
Along those same lines, you're always going to see a lot of attention. How much do you look forward to trying to figure out ways to get yourself open?
Immediately. I want to see how I'm being played. I want to see how I'm being guarded. If you want to guard me one-on-one, that's cool. If you want to guard me cloud, doubles, however you want to do it. I'm open to whatever, and I'm willing to basically go against your DC.
When you look back to the touchdown you had last Sunday, be able to split those two guys, do you kind of see some of the benefit from trying to put on the muscle and things work on the summer?
Absolutely, man. That's just only the beginning. Everything that I've trained for in the offseason is going to come to life. I have no doubt about it. And, again, it's only been 2 games in the NFL. Everybody got high energy, a lot of this, a lot of that. We'll see as the season progresses.
You described the Ravens as physical as a whole, but what about the AFC North in general? How would you describe the personality?
Yeah, they're gridiron. They're gridiron. You got the Ravens, Browns, Steelers, and Bengals. Yeah, they're that's a conference right there. They're pretty good. We'll see all of them, obviously, and I'm looking forward to it.
Mike indicated that there was a player meeting this week. Some guys spoke. What was the significance of that?
Man, we got to get back to square one. Getting back on the same team, obviously, getting the chemistry back up and getting an understanding of each other. Because we know that.
So we're gonna end it right there, fellas. And see, man, how did y'all, with Baltimore coming in, the Ravens is 5-1 against Dallas all time. What's your confidence level after hearing CD speak? Is it trending up or trending down heading into this week 3 matchup?
First of all, I liked everything I heard. That was a nice, poised, grown man interview, and I wish we had 11 of him on both sides of the ball. I hope everybody's on that same page. But he sounds like he's ready to to prove what he can do, and that's his talent amongst anyone has never been a question for me anyway.
I'm still the same. He said what he was supposed to say. Him and Micah is saying everything that they supposed to say. I'm just tired of all the talking. Tired. Show it. Get out there. But at the same time, I mess with CD, so he brings it.
I wish we had 11 of him on each side of the ball, right?
Yeah, he brings it. So I'm not. I believe what he's saying more.
Yeah, he definitely brings it, man. And I need Dak to do a little better job to basically, yeah, and to throw off from safeties a little bit to not get him killed. Yeah. So
I need, I need Brooks and Cooks. I need somebody to, to flash a little bit. Take a little pressure off CD. Step up a little more since Fergie's not been in the mix.
So last year, I mean, we were basically same receivers minus Michael Gallup. how was the pressure relieved off CD last year,
Well, I
and
think
why is
Cooks
it
and
that
not
Fergie.
working this year?
I think
Cooks
you
and
Fergie.
have
Fergie.
to.
Okay.
What do you say, Ray?
Cooks and Fergie.
Exactly. I think that speed of Gallup, you still have to respect on the corners. So you respect that speed, you know.
I don't think nobody respected Gallup speed.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
Nah,
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 nah. I
nah,
don't
bro.
think that. Respect that strength.
He
Respect
was
his ability with them strong hands to go
That
up and grab it.
was it.
But
well.
the
He
Yeah.
the
was
the speed ain't what they was respecting.
Nah.
Nah, not one
he
bit.
was generally I know CD as well, but
I
most of his stuff wasn't across the middle, around slants. But it seemed like most of his passes was deep, you know,
Oh,
deep
we can give
shots.
credit. We can
But
give
he was
credit to
always
these
covered.
defensive coordinators
yeah.
too, though. We can give
Yeah,
credit to
I'm
these
not.
coordinators, man, because they've had a whole season's worth and they know the offense ain't changed. Everything's still the same. Like you get
Good
better
call.
schemes. Like you have nothing. We had nothing changed. We actually got. You would say that we almost got worse on offense,
We got
or we
more
broke
vanilla.
even. Yeah, we broke even. So now you have a whole season of knowing this is a front running team. And like you said last week, Rick, or on Monday show, teams can do what Green Bay did. Teams can do it.
Mm.
Everybody can't replicate San Francisco's toughness and scheme put together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody can't replicate Josh Allen. There were certain teams that just beat us because of special players and team mentality or whatnot. But if you have the speed and the scheme, you can beat us. Because after Green Bay showed it, like you see the Saints come out and do it, and I'm pretty sure Lamar's going to try to do the same
Physicality.
thing. Yeah, physicality
Physicality.
and
Yeah.
Toughness. We
and
can
run
deal
right
with
at you.
strength and
And yeah,
speed.
and run
It's
right at you.
toughness. You know
Yeah,
what
Yeah.
I
just
Tough.
run
mean?
right at you.
What
You
you
know what
said,
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Steve?
We can whoop Daniel Jones, little Daniel. You know what I'm saying? But little Daniel ain't got no big homeboys. We run
Yeah.
into them
Right.
teams, big homeboys, man. We tuck our tails, man. So all that talking shit, man, save it,
Yeah. Y'all know who we missing on the low?
Oh,
Big Big Hankinson.
man.
man.
I
He
ain't
ain't
even
gonna be
think
here.
about that.
He ain't gonna be here.
He ain't won't be there for
He,
what we was paying him.
he took the same money in Seattle.
Mm.
He
So
said he
what you
wanted to
think that?
coach. He
What
wanted
was
he
that
wanted to
about?
follow. Word is he wanted to follow the defensive line coach over at Dirty.
Okay.
Damn.
Man, yeah, he was on that. You could
Yeah,
have
I can
got
see it.
offered him some extras to get him to stable. He's like hell with it.
Oh wow.
So what's the game plan for trying to contain Lamar?
Pray.
Better keep one of us. It claimed Micah might spine. You don't have to be Micah Overshown. It's gonna have to be
Let
somebody with some
Overshown have it.
speed.
I'd rather have Overshown run chasing him around. I'd much rather have Overshown chasing him around, though.
So we're gonna keep a spy on him.
Yeah,
We better.
I like to
Mm.
see Micah in the middle. I don't care. Put him in linebacker. Man. I'm tired of seeing Micah on the edge. All this shit they talking about moving him around and stuff like they still have not done that. Like, I ain't seen him moving around like that for real since his rookie year.
Right.
I,
And he made plays. Like we need that, especially against
watching it,
teams that don't run it.
watching this last week, and listen, they didn't move CD around like he usually do. I didn't see
Mm-mm.
him line up in left slot, right slot, in the Y, the Z, come back over
Man.
to the X. He was on the
Mm.
outsides most of we didn't move him. We wasn't in motion a lot like we did. We didn't we wasn't we was vanilla. We was vanilla. We
It looked really
We wasn't
Ron
doing nothing we
bland.
was doing in
It
this
looked
color
really
game.
bland.
yeah.
That should look
Nah.
ridiculous, though. That should look good. Like I said, it's predictable. Like I said, it was vanilla.
Damn,
There
it
was
looked
no
like we was
trickery.
trying to lose. Like they
Yeah.
wanted to lose on purpose.
You know what it
But
looked
how
like?
many years have we been saying that though?
What it looked
That
like,
that what
That we're vanilla.
we've been vanilla.
we have. But last year we had a couple of little sprinkles. That's how CD had so many yards and catches. They was moving them around, getting them open, and putting them in different positions. We didn't even do that last week. We was
Yeah. We did a lot of
We
characteristic shit.
Yeah,
Do
but
you
like,
think
see,
that is that he just getting into back into the flow of things with him not being in camp and stuff like that? That can contribute to him not being
no,
used like he they keep saying September football. So you think that's the reason why, or
no,
it's,
but
he
he ain't
should?
on no snap count. But he ain't on no snap count. You
They,
don't see, like you don't.
I think that's
He's
a
in. He
possibility.
stays in the game, but he stays in the game now.
Yeah,
You know
that
what I
them
mean?
part.
were,
Like if you're going to walk him in, you don't have him playing so
But
many snaps.
but
You're
did
right.
you hear what he
It
said? He
sounds
said him
like
and
it, though.
Dak ain't on the same. They still was missing some throws and some connections, and
Bingo.
maybe it is the training camp issues that, like he said, that should have been fixed in that they haven't. So I can't count that out. I can't discredit that could be a
Right,
factor.
right. And
and, and
he
that's
also
on
said
Jerry.
something about
That's on Jerry. I'm with you, Steve.
adjusting. Yeah, he also said about adjusting when he said it in that same breath about training camp familiarities. And he starts saying what they're going to adjust to it. As the
We
season
don't do it. We don't
progresses.
do adjustments. We don't do adjustments.
Well, that's what CD was
If
saying pretty
if
much,
if we're
and
losing at
it stopped
half,
him.
we're gonna lose at the second half. We don't come in and change some shit. We don't do that. We don't make them kind of moves and adjustments. We
No, I'm talking about CD
okay.
Yeah,
when he was talking about this
I,
interview about adjusting.
yeah, kind of
With that that familiarity and training camp issues,
like
that they're
it
going to
being a
adjust and get him
process.
get him lined up in different areas. Like they're going to adjust to do that. Is what it sounded like to me. That he was
okay.
saying.
Okay,
One thing I've realized about CD is that he's a momentum guy. When he's hot. You know what I mean? So like last year, his best work came when he was on that streak. You know what I'm saying? We were feeding him the ball when he was on
But
that streak
bingo,
to break
bingo.
that, and that's what like when he gets taken out of the game, a lot of times we find his energy changes. Like when he doesn't get going early, he usually is not gonna get going late either. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Roy.
It's like
that
we have to
summed up the
work
whole
him in.
team, though, Terry.
Yeah, we got to work. Yeah, we got to work him in. We
We
really got to
just
work him
gotta.
in
Yeah,
early
that
and
ain't. I
early.
can't say that because that's usually the whole team,
That's
like
the
it
right.
whole
was
team.
last week.
We're front runners. When we jump out,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole team plays good, and we can stomp you out. If we jump out and we playing good early, we there. We there. But if we get beat down in the game, it just sees the body language, the game, everything just slumbers down.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, it does. It
But
does.
we gotta. But like we kept saying last year, we gotta feed the beast.
You got to feed the beast.
Gotta feed
We
the beast.
we don't feed the beast, but it's what happens when they do what Rick said. Like, what if that's the scheme now? To
Yeah.
double CD and put your best corner on the opposite side. Like, what happens?
But it was the scheme last year.
no, you beat
Yeah,
the
but CD,
double. Yeah,
yeah, CD
you
was
just
able.
seen him open. You just
You
get
got to
him
be
open.
the. Yeah, you got to
You
be
just
the
gotta
You
double.
move him. Do what you did last year. Move him around. That's
you
all.
have to find a way. You have to find
Double
a
team is
way to
old.
get him the ball, whether it's quick screens or line him up in the backfield. Because he's capable of being a Debo type of player. So if he's getting doubled all the time, find creative ways to have him coming out the backfield to get him the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You
Agreed.
know, because just think of that the score. Just when they got him the ball and they score against the Saints. That was all CD after that.
Yeah, it was also
Yes.
you got to give him the
So
ball.
you got to get
On double
him
team.
put the ball. Yeah, you got to get the ball in his hands because there ain't no telling what he might be able to create on the fly. Yeah, so feed CD the ball. We said that all last year, and we're gonna say it this year too. Get him the ball, especially with Baltimore being the number one ranked run defense. Do y'all see us? How do y'all see us going up against with our run game against the number one rush D um in the league right now?
We gonna throw the ball because they got the second class secondary in the league. So we great throw it.
Yep. I was just say
That's what I
expect
see.
another. I'm taking the Zeke under. I'm taking the
The
Zeke
Zeke
under.
under
Zeke under this week.
33,
Under 33 this week.
under
Yeah,
33
man.
this week.
Yeah, dog, I take that.
So
running numbers and
y'all think Zeke's gonna how many carries y'all see Zeke getting?
8.
Mm.
He gonna get 8 and still stay under 33
Well,
against
something
his
like
front
that.
line.
They ain't gonna run him out.
Nah, as I said, against his front four, he might pop one, and the
We
other
too
one is gonna
scary.
be Rico. Yeah, it's gonna be Rico.
Yeah, he too scary. Go head for head. They run from every time we don't get 3-4 yards on a run. We run from it and don't throw it.
Mm,
Don't run it no more. That like 2 yard runs ain't part of the run game. Like you gotta
yeah,
take them. You gotta stay with it. And we ain't gonna do right.
and we
So how
don't.
do we
Nah.
keep them honest then if we can't run the ball?
Beat them throwing it. They don't
Yep.
care. They gonna lay them. They gonna lay their head on that shit, bro. That's that scary play
Well,
shit, bro. We got soft
what's
edge coach.
the counter issue, Dre?
I mean, shit. Quick screens. I mean, you just gotta be creative, man. You gotta run the football somehow. Whether it be Dak taking off using his legs.
What he
Um,
needs to do.
yeah.
Man,
So
he
He
got that
sick
money.
of
He
that,
ain't running
man.
there, man.
Yeah, you
We
need to, but you got that money. This
he,
fine.
man, he
Soft
got
edge.
that
You keep
money and
him
said,
soft
I ain't
edge.
running no more.
Let me ask you something, man. They average 168 yards a game, 5.7 yards a carry. What we gonna
mm.
do? What we gonna do with that?
Without Phillips on IR and Mozzie, he got back issues right now. He didn't practice Wednesday or today.
And they
So it
saw
looks like he might be out.
I'm
and they
glad
saw
Phillips is out.
and they
Phillips is
saw
trash.
39
Trash.
Trash.
and
Trash.
And
they
it,
saw
it's just
39
lightweight
And
getting
carries.
cut.
They
That's
saw
Man,
lightweight
39
getting cut. What's
carries
that's
for
happening?
lightweight getting.
180
My
yards.
man is the third rated, the third worst defensive lineman, interior defensive lineman out of the first 2 weeks, man. He's the
Hey,
third
and
worst.
hey. My
look, y'all
man
know
said.
go ahead, Steve.
My man said. They said he was out. Off at risk. He came back all the money. Ain't nothing wrong with my
Ain't nothing
wrist.
wrong with my wrist.
That's Zim. That's Zim right there. But look, man, I don't claim to be no X and O guy, man. I'm all out on eye test. I look at the numbers and I can pick up on some things here and there, but man, I look back to some of that film on this guy, man.
I did
Like
too.
he was getting bullied for
He
real.
was getting trash. Man, 5 and 6 back, a pop
Hey,
Yes,
hey,
backwards.
Drake, you ain't got no nothing to see. Yeah, that was turn. That
exactly.
was. Hey, no,
Hey,
he was
though,
handling like a little boy out there, man. I was like,
Like a
I,
what
I,
little
this thing
boy,
on?
man.
I know you said you ain't with the stats and X and O's. I got a stat for you. Our best interior defensive lineman is Mozzie. He's been playing the
Mm,
best. Lindell was trash, but he was better than Phillips, but he was still trash.
yeah.
But Mozzie has 0 tackles on the year.
I was getting ready to
Shit.
say, Mozzie is playing like crap.
He's playing the best out of the three, and he has 0 tackles.
Oh my.
0.
Is he a
He,
bust?
I
Do we
don't know if
put him
he's a
in bust?
football guy. He usually take a couple years for a D tackle, man, but his mentality, I don't know if he's a football guy, man.
Number one pick. We grabbed him.
And that
Yeah.
was crazy because when I was doing my drafts, man, messing with that year he was coming in, I kept getting him in the hard.
And they get him in there and put him on Jenny Craig.
But what?
Man,
But now he got the belly back though. He
yeah,
got the
he ain't in
belly
shape
back.
though. He ain't in game shape.
Nah, he definitely ain't in shape.
Too busy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Man, you
messing
gotta make
with
a
them
tackle.
groupies in Dallas, man. Cause stay out from groupies, man.
You gotta make a tackle.
Definitely got to make a tackle, man.
Had they running the ball on us like that, and our
that's a
D tackle
lot
ain't got
that's a
zero
lot
tackles.
boy, that's a lot of plays and not have one tackle.
So I got a question for Crew Terry up there, man. Crew Terry. Uh, is your mindset going into this game? Is it changing that Vegas? Because you were saying during the in studio in the podcast Monday, you was basically saying is the Ravens, the 0-2 Ravens, better than the 1-1 Cowboys. So I want to
Mhm.
get your mindset going into the game now that Vegas sees them as a 1 point favorite. So they're saying they're better.
So they're really at three.
They're saying
So
they're better
they're
than
three
that.
points better. Yeah, they're 3 points better
Yeah,
than them. Yeah, they're
yeah,
3 points better than them. I mean, shit, we were 6 points better than the Saints. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, I'm gonna look at it's a pick 'em
But
at this point. This is a pick 'em
but
game.
hold on. But we we're 6 points better than the Saints. But our loss to the Saints versus how they're losing, that makes a difference, right? Like they got 1 point losses. We got a straight ass kicking.
Something.
Okay, you know what it tells me? You know what it tells me? I don't mind being a close game with Baltimore at the end of the game because they can't finish. That's what it tells me, and it also tells me that we can't let them get ahead. So that all leads to a close game and them not being able to finish. So that's been their thing.
So you
If they
still
continue
feel we're
losing like
better.
that, yeah, yeah. I mean, they're like again, it's week two. Looking at our offense, and just like Steve says, the second worst secondary in the league. We can turn this shit on, man. Like for us to come out and lay an egg 2 games in a row like that, the numbers. If I'm going on statistics, the numbers don't show that.
Okay,
You
we
know what I
can
mean?
do it. Okay, we can throw on them, but how are we gonna stop Derrick Henry?
We just gonna score more points than they do. That's what I'm down to. You know, we're gonna score more points than they do. Like, hey, that's what you,
So
bro. 168, 5 yards a pop. How do we change? How do we plan on stopping that? We don't. Like Steve said, throw the ball, score a bunch of points, and hope that they keep the game close because that tells me that they have trouble finishing.
so we
Stretch
see
the
this
So
game
as
out.
a we
I
see
Stretch,
love
this
the
get,
as a
stretching,
get,
shootout.
stretching it out's cool.
get a
Stretching it
lead
out's
and take
cool.
them out of the running game. Make them have to throw the ball. If we keep it close and they can keep running the ball, we in for a fight. If we can jump out on them and get some safe special teams, our defensive turnovers, and score.
Yeah, that's what
If
we
we
gotta
can
do.
jump out on them and where they got to throw the
Force some
ball, we
turnovers.
good. We
I
Yeah.
good.
feel safe. I feel safe. Only way I'm feeling safe is jumping out. So I need 17 points in the fourth. That's
Mm.
the only way I feel safe with under 10 left, bro. Because the way that our defense plays, and when we get up, sometimes we tend to let up. You know what I mean? I need 17 points. I need 17 points in the fourth for me to feel safe. If you're talking about stretching out, if
Well,
not,
it's better than
we're close, and we're up six with 2 minutes left with Lamar and them on the with Lamar with the ball. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Who I'm confident
well, I'd
in,
rather.
regardless. I don't know who would say who I'm going to lean on. Our defense will give it up, and Lamar won't do it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So
Either
I
we
don't know.
17 to 20 up, and we'll give it up. We'll stop playing hard. Either we'll be in a dog fight and we'll give up. I'd rather be up.
Hmm.
I'd rather
So
be up.
y'all still hoping for front running?
That's all we can do.
Nah,
Hope,
nah.
hope.
I gotta see. Look, if we were to drop this game, I gotta see that my guys are taking it to heart that they were embarrassed just as much as we were in that Saints game. If we
Mm.
were to take a close loss and they show me some toughness and that they were embarrassed and they want to prove Cowboy fans wrong, because right now the fan support's kind of low, right? You know, we're gonna support, of course, but they gotta. I think they want to. They gotta prove us wrong, man. And that's what'll give me hope, even if we were to lose, versus being a front runner and winning the game, but still not knowing if we can match that intensity and that physicality when someone try to bully ball us again.
Uh,
That's
uh,
just me.
We
It's
can't.
it's game ain't gonna change the way I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, look, I just want the
Two of
win,
the three
man.
games we didn't get our ass kicked. So if we come back out of this one, that makes it 50%, 2 out of 4. It's gonna take more than this game to show me they got some heart.
Yeah, that's why I was getting ready to say. I just want the win because you're not gonna build hard in one day. Just give me the win at least.
But you can come on now, just like for instance, like, and I hate to bring up Kentucky, but it's kind of similar to how they look when they got blown out by South Carolina at home, and then they came back and faced the number one Georgia team and had them on the ropes. That
But
that
what?
right there showed that right there Cause at first
What if
after
they
that
turn?
After the South Carolina loss, people saying 3 wins, 2 wins, 3 wins. But after they played Georgia, how they played them and showed their toughness and they matched their physicality and wasn't getting
Yeah,
pushed around, it gave hope back into the fan base.
That
yeah.
it's
Well,
still that one game ain't
there's
gonna
a
get
lot.
hope for me.
I
There's a
understand.
lot of
I,
there's a lot of little
I
caveats with that.
understand about the hope, but then you can turn around and play the next game to somebody lesser talent and blow an egg. Because
we
You
got
playing up. You
sometimes you
playing
just
up.
get highly motivated for the better
Yeah.
teams and the teams with the big names. You
I
play better.
agree with
And
that.
So
I'm not saying
familiarity.
I'm not
Familiarity,
saying I'm
motherfucker.
not saying that we can't go down the road and lay another egg. All I'm saying is after week 3, after we react to week 3, that's what I would prefer to see, a little toughness to give me a little hope going forward.
okay.
Because I
Well, and that's my point with saying what I said. Like, okay, if we do play with some toughness and we play tough against Baltimore, we lose. Okay, is that saying we've got tough? We felt our back on the ropes and we came out with a little toughness because the fans are jumping on them. Now, what about when we go to San Fran? How tough are we gonna be? You know what I'm saying? So
when we go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is I will have this game on film if they show that toughness to be more, have a little bit more
be optimistic a little.
optimism for
Okay,
for the Pittsburgh and the San Fran
I get
versus
you.
being front runners and
I
then
get you.
going into them games. I still be like, we ain't show no toughness.
What?
Are we gonna fold again against the Saints like
Hey,
how we did
y'all
against
are
the Saints?
You sound like I was, Dre. You sound like me.
yo. Yeah.
I felt the same way when we lost to Cleveland. And, to Green Bay last year. I was down. We trashed. We soft. Then we played
Yeah,
Cleveland and we showed some toughness. We on the road. We on grass. We tough. We beat them. We defense was flying around. We got sacked. We tough.
yeah,
Yeah. Then the next game we got humbled out. So
yeah.
if we come tough this
That's
next one, and then
insane, man.
it's gonna take a little more
No,
than this
no.
game to show me some toughness.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah, I do need
y'all
to see
asking
the
a tiger
toughness.
to bro, y'all asking a
Get back to
tiger
how
to
y'all
change his
play
stripes.
from week 1. Get back to
Mm-mm.
playing how y'all play week 1, man. Coaching how you coach week 1. Like, what's I don't understand why they switched it up so much.
Mm-mm.
I don't. I'm out on McCarthy, man. I was trying to hold on to him, dog, but he don't. I can't accept him not being prepared for these games. Every time you always sound like you surprised about some shit in football. You been a head coach too long to be surprised, man. I'm
No,
Yeah,
sick of
man.
this shit.
I
I'm
don't
I
sick
believe
of
it that
said
hearing
much.
this
I don't
September
see it.
football.
I'm
somebody
over
should have
it.
been fired after Green Bay. So
Yeah.
I'm still on that, man.
I'm with
Somebody should have been fired after that
So
game. It's no
why do we keep
accountability.
mm,
There's no accountability. Nobody's being accountable. Everybody, Zim's trying to take some of it. Micah's trying to take some of it. McCarthy ain't taking none of it.
I was
Yeah,
getting ready.
nah.
I was getting ready to say, I want to see some accountability. I want to see what Zim gonna show me. Because Zim, you got cash last week. You got cash.
no, y'all are
It,
literally asking for a tiger to change the stripes, bro. It's just not we
that's
keep
it's
asking for the toughness, we not
that's
okay,
exactly
so Dre, you
yes,
talk about you don't want the front runner. That's just what we are.
yes,
That's just what we are. You have to
yes,
hope to be front running.
But
yes.
if you
For
know,
years,
but if you know you don't have guys that's tough,
My
and
bad. These are steady what's your
you
name?
know you lacking some heart, some tough guys, scheme differently. Do something different. That's all.
Nah,
who
I can't go off schemes no more, man. Because at the
Well,
end of the day, man, you
put
got a
people in
line.
better
Yeah,
put
I
people in
get it.
better
You're right.
positions to
But
make
I'm
plays.
saying, what was it like
it
Steve
wasn't a
said
scheme,
last
man.
week? Yeah, it wasn't no scheme issue on defense. It was more of the players and the effort.
beat you up?
Yeah.
We just talked
Tender
about it.
love.
We just talked
Soft.
about it today. The defensive
SOF capital
tackles was
T.
getting pushed back 5 and 6 yards, man.
Yeah.
What
It was
scheme can
ugly.
you? What scheme can you do to where your defensive tackles is getting pushed back 6 yards?
And then the scheme, I'm getting tired of that. That's a buzzword, man. Like at the end of the day, man, where's your heart at?
Man,
Where's your
Where's
heart?
your
these
Where's the
dudes,
heart, man?
these dudes
Like you
from
get
We don't.
paid, bro.
We
literally
You
don't
get
have it.
paid. You
Now
get
we've been
paid
talking
to
about
play.
scheme for
but
we've been
literally,
talking about scheme for years, man.
literally
Okay,
for
man. Like,
almost 6 straight possessions, they went 70, 80, 70, 80, 70.
and the scheme was there.
You can't keep
The
telling me
scheme
that
was
you can't
there.
keep telling me there's nothing you can do as a DC. There's nothing you see that you're getting gashed. You can't stop
If
nothing. You
if I
can't stop a run.
your
if I'm
You
in a
can't
players
stop
is
cover
a
two
pass.
and
losing.
I got
You can't
safety, I
stop
got two
nothing.
safeties. If I'm
Your
in a cover two and got two safeties double high, the scheme is right. The players has got to do what they supposed to do at that point.
Can't coach hard, man.
Yeah.
So you
Can't coach
stay in this,
hard, man.
you stay in this the whole game and get gashed the same way, correct? No, man.
no, no,
No,
no,
no,
Never.
no,
no,
no. But at the
no,
What's
same
going to
time,
change? What's
no,
going to
man.
it's
You
change?
can't
What's
tell. You're
going to
not telling me that.
change?
You're not telling me what I saw, man. It was
It
everything,
wasn't the
nothing,
scheme, man.
nothing. But you changed nothing. You didn't attempt to do anything different. That's my point.
with who? What
With
are
The
you gonna
heart
change?
anything,
got to
You still got
change.
the
The
same
heart
gut. You
inside
still
the
got the
player
same
has to
heartless
change.
players.
like Steve
The
said,
heart
like
inside the
Steve
player
said,
has to change.
like Steve said, start doing some different shit with Parsons, move him around, do something else with him. Try to find some kind of mismatch. Try to do
I
something.
But
understand
if your
that. I
D
I
line
feel
understand
gets
that.
that.
You don't stay in
blown
the
in, what's
same
a
thing.
linebacker gonna do if you
But I
if
think it
the
was hard overall.
So okay, possibly, but you stay in the same thing for the whole game and you're getting gashed the whole game. That makes no sense to me.
because it's not the players. I mean, it's not the scheme
Makes no
that's
sense
at
to me.
fault. It's not the scheme that's
I ain't
at
all the
fault.
way. I ain't all the way against it. What you saying? But at the same time, dog, with the position that you in, drop your nuts, man. Drop your nuts, man. Damn. At
At
least.
some point.
Like,
At
where's the
some point.
heart? Where's the flag? Where's the being upset that you losing? Where is all that energy coming from of the players? Where's the coaches getting it into the play, getting into them? With this loss, where is all that at? That's
Right,
what I'm
Right.
saying. That needed
right.
to change. You
Right.
got to change the heart of the men that's
I
out
agree.
there, not the
I agree.
scheme. The
I agree
heart
with that.
of the men.
I agree with that. But while you're in the battle, the brass got to make some different decisions.
How do you change the heart of men?
If your men is getting gashed,
You get new men.
the
That's
brass
all.
got
That's exactly. That's what I was wondering. Dog. Like
Yeah, so
that's
brass
what
get
it
got to
rid of
sounds
go
like.
in.
motherfuckers.
They got to
That's
So
what
go
it
get
in
rid
sounds
of
like.
motherfuckers that can't
It's
replace them, man.
it's a culture, bro. It's a culture change. You can't change the heart of the men you already got, bro. You drafted them. You knew what they was then. They got it or they don't. And we continually asking about heart every week.
So
Every week. You know
if
what I
we're
mean? That's what
saying
we
that
do.
right now, we're saying they don't have it. Why are we talking about it then? Because if you're
It's,
saying they don't
it's,
have it right now, it's nothing they're going to get back overnight. So you
that's why
better
we.
change. So you better change something because the hearts are not going to change.
That's why
But
we got to
check
True.
be
this
front
out
runners.
though.
That's why
True.
we
But
got to
what
be front
about the
runners.
True.
mind?
So
What
what are you
about the
going to
True.
change?
mindset?
So what are you
Because
going to
you can
change?
get tough. You can help change the mindset a little bit, right? Physically, I mean, the mindset mentally.
Yeah, everybody got a plan until they get hit in the
Hey,
mouth. I mean, we
Right.
our mindset will change, but as soon as we get hit in the mouth, we're gonna revert right back to where we was at.
I think you need.
Hey, but
I
I'm worried
think you
about our
need.
togetherness too,
I
dog.
think you need them type. I
What do
think
you
you
mean,
need
Steve?
them type of mentality cats on the sidelines, man.
Yeah, I think, man, I don't even know if this is like all the way true, like around the league, but like I know at our home games, we don't even come to the games together. Like I was watching last year, I was keeping up with Jonathan Hankins podcast. He got it's like season documentary, something got on YouTube. And I noticed like the players drive their own cars to the games and shit. Like we don't even pull up on the bus. We ain't staying in the hotel the night before. We ain't just kicking and getting our minds ready for the game the next day. Like we at home with our families and shit.
That's
I think
coaching.
that should be Yeah, I mean, I feel like why we all
Luxury.
pulling up separately in our own cars and shit. A player might pull up to another player that's a ride in, but I just feel like
We're a
it's
luxury
missing,
brand.
dog.
We're a luxury brand.
Yeah.
Like they got motherfuckers parking their cars and shit for them and shit too, man. I be like,
Entitled.
I'm like, you
Entitled.
right, man. That's that soft shit, man. That ain't
And
it,
that's that, yeah, and that's that whole
bro. That
being
ain't it right there.
complacent once you made it. Being complacent once you made it. And that's the culture of our team. Our team really doesn't have a culture for
Yeah,
real, but being a luxury brand. That's all. That's all we
that's
really
it.
have.
Land
That's
on the
all we
history
have
of
now. We don't have no type of culture for real, man.
Funny that the
no.
dog.
To where
Funny
our
that the
home
dogs.
games, dog. I love being at the home games, dog. But the away games, the fans in the away games is way more wild. You know what I'm saying? I
Definitely.
love going back to Jerry's world, man. Cowboy Nation world, man. It's nice, but it's too many people there that ain't really shouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? They just
Too many
visitors and
corporate
people,
people out.
bro. Yeah, man. Like I ain't feeling that, man. We like I done went like we done been in games where we done took over the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Started a chant. You know what I'm saying on the road. Like that shit
Right.
glad, man. You might come home. Somebody might be. Can you please sit down so I can see? Like that ain't it, bro. Like it's just
Yeah.
the whole culture, man, from top to bottom, bro.
Right.
Too many bad losing chicks.
The brand.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with 100 music.
Soft, man. Soft.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how do
Good
we change
music
it? How
over
do we
there,
change it?
son.
You
Huh?
don't.
Tweaking.
It's too late.
Am I the only one?
I think the dogs we got
Okay.
this year,
Thank
we
you.
got them on offense. we, we went in the draft and got a couple of dogs, but they on the offensive line. We don't have no dogs on that defensive line at all.
Nah.
Nah,
Nah.
man. That's why we gotta be
Hey,
front
hey,
runners.
hey, man. Do you think it's up to Michael on whether or not he won't play linebacker or DN?
I think so. I think so. And I think he wants to play DN more because
Again,
he wants that money.
Man, I hope that ain't it, man.
I think so.
I hope that ain't it.
yo,
His brother talk like he wanted to play line or wherever he may be needed, man. But I'm like, yo, say something, bro. You don't want to go get guy on Alvin Kamara. Like, you got this sideline to sideline speed, man.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's up to him.
I think so. I don't know, but just my thoughts.
What do you think,
Well,
OG?
they don't have to figure something out. I don't know, man. I mean, it's like y'all say before, so many smoke and mirrors. You just don't know, man. The guys will tell you all day that, oh yeah, I cover that guy all day. I'll play anything, any position they want me to play. But you just don't know, man.
I'm sick of it. It's a damn.
I mean, you're the coach. Can't you design stuff and he's in that position?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if he won't, if he's not volunteering for it, if he's not taking that role, you're the coach. Put him in that role a couple of days. I mean,
Right,
I
right.
don't know.
I'm with. I know after week one, we was happy that he was moving around and that he was getting the audible into what he wanted and do it. He was the quarterback on defense. It's like he reverted in week two. Shit started going downhill and he kind of backed up. He ain't want that blame. He ain't want that fault. He ain't want that fault. And yeah, I know I seen a lot of people getting pushed around and he was too. He was getting
Yeah,
double too though.
He's light on it.
Oh, all
We
right.
might have a part one and a part two out there, man. We back
That's
live
all
again.
good.
We only on
Man,
YouTube
went
though.
nowhere.
Hey, but
The
Uh,
And
name
look,
of the platform is Cowboys Raw and Uncut. That's
Mm.
how we giving it to you.
hey, my fellas ain't dunking on me right now, but it's Dre's fault, man. It's Dre's
Ain't
fault.
nobody's fault. We the crew. We like Cowboys Raw and Uncut.
Ow.
hating on the stream. Hating on the
So yeah,
stream.
so let's get into our crew parlay before we make our final scores and players of the game, man.
My man said Zeke under. Don't matter what it is.
Okay,
He's taking
Zeke
the
under.
Zeke
He already
under.
took Zeke under.
Off
Terry
the
Zeke
dribble.
under.
Zeke under.
Zeke under.
And Rico Dowdle.
And Rico
Yeah,
down. Steve going Rico under
Zeke.
this week too.
What say the specific yards though?
I'm
I
going
don't know.
under the 30. I'm going under it is. Well, that's for me. What's it, 33 and a half, you said?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm going under. Yeah, I'm going under this week.
Under 33 and a half for Zeke.
What's Dak? What's Dak's over? What's the yards?
I think it's 256,
That's
if I'm
low.
not mistaken.
That's low.
Yeah, I
He
had
ain't
the
hit that
number
yet.
somewhere.
What did he hit last week?
Nah, he had
Last
294
I thought he had
last week, I
290. I was
think.
about to say, yeah, I was about to say,
That's
I
because
thought he
we
had.
was trailing.
But that's
We
why.
was
But that's. I'm thinking that's why. Like that's what I say. When I see 250, I'm like, if
hey
there's a
Dre,
chance we do get behind,
What
you
up?
know what I'm saying? Like,
I like the cookie for the touch.
Okay. OG
hey,
got
look,
cookie.
was I the only one when he said, "Hey, Dre"? I was like, "Gonna say, I heard you locking me on." Did you ever go to cell block one? Hey, bro, that sounds fucked up. He said, he like, "Hey, Drake." I was like, you ain't give it to us, huh, John? It's like, man, John, that's all that fucked me up, though.
I'm taking Dak on the yards.
Over 256 and a half.
They got the worst thing. They got the second worst secondary. We can't
I
stop the
think
run. We
I
have to keep
think
them.
I think they actually number 32.
Mm.
I'm taking Dak's yards.
Yeah, that's what they said.
I hope we make
Yeah,
Rick,
it look like
CD
we're 32.
CD over 5 catches.
Dak yards.
That's a good one.
Terry took my Zeke under, so I gotta find something else. I had some stuff written down.
Cowboys to cover. Cowboys money line. Shit, didn't y'all say we the underdog?
Yeah,
Mm.
one and a half.
Yeah, I had
Uh,
us lose. I picked us losing this game in the thing, so I ain't gonna put that as my money line. But we got to win.
so what's up with Tolbert, y'all? Y'all think he don't it was Brooks with the ankle though on the injury report.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna
I think
go
Brooks got playing Tober.
Toby played well
Brooks
last week.
Brooks slipped and fell last week too. It cost Dak a pick.
sure
True,
did. And
true.
he
Yeah,
and he
neither one of
dealing
them
with
play
some
like
ankle.
shit.
There you go, Steve.
Tolbert had like
I
90
thought
something
Toby,
yards.
he had like 8 catches for not yet.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
Toby
yeah.
raised
I,
up
I got
good.
I got it mixed up right now.
And the hustle play. He had
He
the
caught
hustle
he
play
caught
too.
that
I
one.
got it
He
mixed
caught
up right
that
now.
one. He caught that little deep ball.
Got that
Yeah.
fumble too. Got that old went back, got that fumble.
Yeah. Went
Yeah,
back
he
and got
did.
the
Man,
fumble.
He did
man.
hit the hustle
That
play
was
too.
huge. That was huge for real.
Got our ass beat.
Got our ass beat.
Give me
I want to see Florida win there, man.
give me man, I'm gonna keep it with Dak then. Since you take the yards, Rick, I'm gonna take Dak with
1.5
no
out of rushing.
35.5 attempts
Sheesh. That's a lot of attempts.
over
Okay. That's a lot
over
of
that.
attempts. Ooh, yeah.
Y'all said we got past the ball, right?
Yeah,
That's what they told
38.
me.
Yeah,
Okay.
38. God,
Shit,
just hearing it out
we
loud, bro. Hearing it
we
out
can't
loud,
run it.
38 is a lot. But
We
38
What
can't
you
is a
say,
just
lot.
the
Dre?
attempt, not completions,
Yeah, I
attempts.
know. I know.
Okay, yeah.
That means
So
he
I'm
damn
gonna
near
go with
passing up.
over 35.5 attempts, passing attempts. Dak. Yeah, it can be little dump outs, little whatever.
Yeah,
Hey man. Steve, it's up to you, man. In order for us to hit this, because I think we all good right now, man. It's up to you to call it, man, to get us the money.
CD for what time is it? For some game. CD over. CD over 4 catches. 5 catches.
And what's his
Yeah, it's
number?
four. It's at 4.5. So you
Ooh, that's
think CD
low,
gonna?
bro. Take it. That's a good pick, Steve.
That's a good, yeah.
That's a
Nah,
good
nah,
pick.
nah, nah, nah. My fault. My fault. It's 6.5.
Okay. I was gonna say I
He
figured he'd at least be
averages.
7
He
or 8.
averages 4.5.
Yeah, I figure. Yeah, that's still a good one.
But he gets a lot of targets.
They're gonna give it to him.
If Dak's gonna throw it that many
I
times,
think he gonna do. I think he might do.
So is he gonna get
I think they're
7?
gonna be throwing that ball. That's
If,
right.
He gonna
if you
get
kind of,
7.
I would look at it, Dre. Look at it this way: if we're picking over 38 attempts, you telling me CD ain't gonna get 7 of those?
Over 35
that's what I
Yeah,
attempts.
said.
35 attempts. CD
Yeah.
going like if we pick the
If he get
over, if we
that,
pick the over, you gotta
yeah.
go CD because
Okay.
yeah,
CD
yeah,
over
that makes
six
sense.
and a half.
That makes sense.
Over
That's what
six
it
and a half
is.
attempts, I catches, Dre.
Catches.
Catches.
Okay.
Catches.
Yeah, he can get 6 catches, screens, little
Nah, he
quick
needs 7.
passes,
97.
He needs
He needs
7.
7.
7.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see him getting.
So
Yeah, I can see
Zeke
him getting 7.
under OG got Terry got Zeke under 33 and a half. OG got Cookie with the touchdown. Rick got Dak yards, which is I think it's 256 and a half over that. I got Dak over 35 and a half passing attempts. And Steve got CD with over 6.5 catches. That's the crew parlay.
Cash it.
Cash it. First one we
I
hit the
like it.
sheet. Then we're gonna go on a raw. Then we're gonna go on a raw. Which leads us to our final thing, man. We getting ready to do scores and players of the game, but before we get into it, now I'll make this real fast for y'all. Before we get into this, I want y'all to see how y'all were reacting in the preseason when we was making our predictions.
Mm,
Before
dirty
y'all give y'all
dog.
score. Before y'all give y'all score.
Dirty dog.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So let's see.
Blame him.
He's a dirty dog.
Yeah, there we go.
I gotta stand up in it, man. I be having a good time outside of that booth, you know.
Hold on. Let me rewind it. Let me rewind it a little
What?
bit. Let
He's
me
a dirty
rewind it a
dog.
little bit.
He said, I gotta stand
Bear
up in
with
it.
me.
That's where he
Yeah.
came in at. That's where he came in at. He's slick.
I was like, what?
He's,
I gotta stand
oh,
up
hit
in
that Shannon Sharp. He hit that Shannon Sharp.
it.
You
My
see
fault.
how
Right.
I thought I had already. My fault,
oh.
Steve O. I thought I had already prepped it up, man. But it's Cowboys Raw Uncut. It's what we do.
Week 3, we got
Absolutely.
Baltimore at home.
Mm.
L.
Hell,
Hey man, the years
Go
of Scary
nuts.
Terry's dead. Count it.
Oh, ain't
I
that
guarantee.
the yeah, Doug. Get that go nuts.
Go nuts. Go nuts.
Yeah.
That's a guarantee.
I
Nah.
guarantee.
Y'all
Ray
go
show
again.
something. Go nuts. It's early. Go
Go
nuts.
nuts. Yeah, dog. Man, we 3-0,
Here we
man. We
go.
3-0. I'm going nuts.
You gotta go to don't even fake the front of the wave, man. We get like
Yeah,
this
man.
football, man. It's all
Man, I'm
gonna be
not cooked,
positive
man.
almost. We just gonna
Hell
see
yeah.
something.
I'm putting hey, Curry, I'm putting the
Yeah.
T next to your dub. Your dub.
Guarantee.
Yeah, I'm writing all this down.
Man, Zimmer's back, man. Y'all got Zimmer's messed
Yeah,
up, dog.
guarantee. What
Them,
else? What else you got?
them,
Uh,
them back to the crib.
OG said L.
Went nuts.
hell.
Oh,
Okay.
Mm.
You
I can't
gotta
believe
show
Man,
y'all
I'm
me
beat
with
our
something.
Terry.
big ass like this.
Hey man, you
I'm with
gotta show
Terry
me
now, man.
something.
Guaranteed.
Y'all done disappointed me,
You're
man.
twisted.
I
Yeah,
ain't
I'm
saying
Wait
with
till
that.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
with Terry
So
too. Lay it
it's like,
stone cold locked.
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So you with Terry now, Rick?
We ain't got no choice.
Mm, got no
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah. Yeah. If we would have
Ah, you
beat the Saints,
guaranteeing victory?
if we would have beat the Saints, I think we would have lost this game up to Baltimore. But we can't go. We can't lose the last 3 games at home. We can't lose. Start off the season 0-2 at home, and we have to have some kind of heart off of that loss that we just hit. I heard CD talk.
We ain't got no heart.
I heard CD talk. I heard Parsons talk. I got to go with him to see what we got. I gotta I
Shoot,
gotta say we get this win.
what's your final score?
20-17. Aubrey shows up Tucker to let him know he's the best kicker now, and he's gonna end it with like a 65-64 to end it.
All right. Well, who's
That's
your?
hard.
So is Aubrey your offensive player of the game?
He should be, but no. It's gonna be
Okay.
something at a receiver core. It's gonna be yeah, fuck it. Give me Aubrey. Yeah, take Aubrey. I ain't never took Aubrey. Never took no kicker. Let's take Aubrey.
Okay, Aubrey, and defensively.
My man Overshawn got to play up from last week. I'm gonna need a linebacker that's gonna be able to be fast and move around. The only problem is our D tackles was trash last week, and we're thinner than we was last week, and that's gonna expose our linebackers. But nah, give me Diggs. Give me Diggs. Give me Diggs. We're gonna need turnovers.
All right. Anybody else?
I'll go let's go 17-10. 17-10 us. Yeah. Offensive player this week will be CD. Um, defensive player this week will be the crowd. Because our defense is gonna get gassed. We're
You
gonna get
think the
gassed.
crowd's gonna be there? You
Yeah,
think
you're
the
gonna get
fan
gassed from
support gonna
Lamar.
be there?
Yeah, man. Look, they're
After
gonna get gassed
Steve
from
just told you that our home crowd don't be like that.
man. Look, man, we're gonna be back. We're back this week. It's a big game. The one thing about
Okay.
Dallas is that it's a party. It's a party. We're gonna get gassed this week, but they won't. But they won't score. It's gonna be a lot of. It's gonna be a lot of getting. It's gonna be a lot of bending, but no breaking. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a lot of bending. It's gonna look bad, but we're gonna hold up. So I'll give it 10-17, man. We'll get picks. I think it's gonna be turnovers. So they'll move the ball, but we'll turn them over.
27-24 us. I like us now. I think our back's against the wall. 27-24. I was gonna say CD. Since somebody picked him, I'm gonna say the cookie offensive player, and defense, I'm going to say the safety crew. We need to lock up those linebackers. It's a big deal in that offense. So I'm going to go safety crew.
Steve.
24-21. Offensive player is gonna be
You say 24-21?
yeah. 24-20.
Yeah.
24-20. Dak Prescott.
Dak.
Michael Parsons.
Michael. And
What are
I
you gonna
got
do to
the
beat it?
same.
What you think? Why Michael? What are you gonna do? You think it's gonna be because he's Spain, or is he gonna get sacks?
Both. He gonna do both.
Okay.
I'm gonna say they're gonna put him
Five
around,
plus
let him
that.
spy a little bit. I think they're gonna put him and Overshawn to spy, so switch it up.
Yeah, I'm with it.
He don't see it. I
I'm
think
with it.
he gonna show out at home.
So I'm gonna
What you know?
go. I like the score of 24-20, but they gotta prove it, man. I'm going L.
First time in the crew kickback settings that we didn't pick us.
And I'm hoping that I'm wrong, and I want them to prove that I'm wrong. But going into this game, I'm looking at it like an L.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
So
Shit.
so 24-20, but I'll still give my players of the game goes to Ferguson offensively. And I think D-Law have a nice defensive game. So that's what I got. So it's
So
27.
go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah. I was
Go
just
ahead,
gonna
sir.
run down the scores, but you can
Go ahead.
go
Go ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Do your thing.
So 2017, Rick, OG 27-24, Steve 24-20, us, all y'all got us, and Terry 17-10, us, and I got 24-20. Unfortunately, with a loss. We 1-2 going into New York.
Going into New York?
Yes, sir.
So what I was asking is, so is Fergie for sure? I know he's limited today, so are we sure he's gonna suit up?
Yeah, I mean,
If
I
he's
think
at practice, I figured he'd play.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think he could have played last week.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he could have
They
played
gonna
last week.
push him to get on in there and play,
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that's it, man. Sorry for the technical difficulties. No, it's Cowboys Raw Uncut, and the crew's ready to be out, man. We ready to be out.
Peace.
What's the
Yeah,
score?
man.
What's the score on that game,
Yeah, yeah.
fellas?
3 or 17.
14-3 Jets at halftime.
Okay. Yeah.
Keep your head up, fellas, man. You bounce
Hey
back like
man,
you have.
real
We
quick,
got to.
man. Real quick, big
Oh,
fight
what's
this
up?
weekend, man. Big fight. Anthony Joshua against DeBoy.
Cowboys Raw Uncut.
Big heavyweight. Big
Cowboys Raw Uncut.
Anthony Joshua versus who?
DeBoy.
Give me the boy.
It's a good pick. I'm 50-50, man.
Give me the boy.
50-50 for me. It's 50-50 to me. Yeah.
Man, I want to see the big combo.
Joshua soft man. He can't take them licks like he used to. He can't take them licks. Yeah. He'll go. He ain't afraid to go down, man. I don't like them fighters who don't care about going down. He don't care about going down.
Dead on his back.
With pride. Get up and have a